All right, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome aboard to the Morning Note. My name is Carlos Garcia, founder and CEO of Gar Capital. It is Thursday, June 13th, 2024. Glad to be with you this morning and every morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here on our YouTube channel. Okay. So we got a couple things to go over. FOMC was yesterday. No Fed cut, no hike, no nothing. CPI came in better than expected. We went over that yesterday as well. So we rocketed higher. Let's go over the futures. Dow futures are down 61 points this morning. The NASDAQ is up. NVIDIA's up. Broadcom's up. Broadcom is also doing a 10-for-1 stock split like NVIDIA. They reported earnings. They beat. That's up 134, 135 now on NASDAQ. S&P is up 0.27% at 54.42. Russell is flat, 2060. Dollar is up. That's a little concerning, even with this soft PPI that came in. We'll go over that number here in a second. 104.85. 10-year Treasury yields 4.271%. The VIX is at 1207, up a quarter point. The crude oil futures down 0.33%, 78.24. $2.39 for gasoline, up 0.13. Gold is down 0.68%. Silver's down 2.7%. Copper down 0.55%. Dollar being up is a concern, even though stocks are higher. But bulk of that is NVIDIA and Broadcom at the moment, and Tesla. We're going to go over that. 10-year, euro dollar, 13 pips down. Dollar yen up 27 pips, pretty much at 157. Bitcoin's up slightly, 225, kind of flirting with that 70K level. Hasn't really broken out. Just a matter of time, in my opinion. We'll get new all-time highs on Bitcoin this year easily. Ethereum 0.86 to the downside. So again, a couple things that we need to go over. Let's start with the PPI number. Here is the Discord. A couple things I want to go over. All right, here's the PPI number month over month, 0.0% flat core month over month. Strip out fuel and autos. It's not fuel and autos. It's excluding gas and autos. Yeah, gas and autos. 0.00. Expectation is 0.3%. Year over year, 2.3%. Expectation was 2.4%. Month over month headline number, negative PPI, 2.2 year over year basis. I mean, I've already made the call now. September, we're going to get the cut, guys. It's pretty much, in my opinion, baked in. I don't know if the market sees it. I think the market kind of agrees with me. The Wall Street does. Citibank, Goldman Sachs, September is going to happen. Quarter point. The only way I can see where we don't get a rate cut is if commodities have to soar. Like you need oil to soar for not having that cut. But again, it's election year, guys. So I threw up the little GIF there. Market crash indicator with spotty track record. Hindenburg Omen triggered last week. This was May 28th. Yep, all-time highs again. Equity put call ratios. Now, I want to go ahead and segue this really quick. I know you guys have questions. 0.52%. So everyone is skewing to calls. We've been here before. If you guys remember July of last year, where I talked about the dollar bouncing. Everyone is bullish now. Have we seen what happened to Apple? That's buybacks, guys. Buybacks happen. So as much as I want to celebrate this, sometimes you got to look short term in terms as a trader. Let's take a look at it. NASDAQ. NASDAQ is officially it's at the highest RSI level, relative strength indicator, of the year. That usually is not sustainable. So I am looking for some weakness, a little bit of a pullback. We don't have earnings again. Earnings will be next month, starting with JP Morgan. But we're going to get some Fed speakers very soon. God knows what they say. But the expectation, at least on my end, is we're going to get a cut in September. The market, I think, Fed, dot plots, and what have you, right now still has November as a cut. So we will see what happens. But as of right now, I'm going to be quite honest. I am not looking to go long here. I actually are looking for some cheap puts. I know pretty much signing my death warrant here. It's very hard to short. But it's going to get to the point where it just gets a little overcooked. You know, I talked about that with NVIDIA. Tesla is up this morning because of this is from Elon. This is not official yet. Elon says that the voting for his pay package, I want to say it's like $50 billion, is approved. That's what he says through tweets. That jumps up the stock price. Again, nothing is confirmed. I still have an alert above 187. It's going to break it this morning. We've been talking about how choppy it is, but now we're above the 100. That's a really great sign. And we just need to get this gap fill here at 206. So if we can stay above 187 and sustain a little bit, now we got a target on Tesla. The only real issue here, remember, we've been talking about Tesla, the 140 level being that support, this downward channel. We've been talking about this for a minute, but all this is chopped. Getting that boost today. Just be careful because it's not confirmed. The last thing I want anyone to do is have Tesla calls and then they have this vote and it wasn't approved and then we get tanked. That's not what I want. We got to be careful. We haven't done much other than Apple for the real reason that we've had so much news lately and we don't know what's going to happen. So now that I've seen PPI, CPI, Fed, and all that stuff, I'm comfortable saying that I'm looking for opportunities for a pullback to either ride it down or maybe buy the dip, depending on how far we go. So that's kind of where I'm looking at. July should be bullish, obviously, but again, guys, you could see 76 RSI, 77 RSI on the NASDAQ. Guys, that doesn't last. Doesn't last. Just the reality. Can it stay overbought? Yes. No one's saying it can't. I mean, just in December, we were at 78. And if we link it up, you could see just a couple of days later, we had the drop from 17,144 to 16,4. So again, we're not asking for a meltdown. We're looking for maybe a retest of 18,907. That's 700 points. Great. I know it's a lot, but it's very possible. So just want everyone to be cautious out there. It's a lot of landmines. We'll see what we get. Let's answer some questions. Good morning. Good morning. Let's take a look at it. Small potential. Let's take a look at Nike. Yes. Nike pulled back yesterday. Let's take a look again, one more time, at this key multi-year trend line. You can see it. It's holding up, at least for now. So one miracle so far. The daily is not updated. Look at the 4-hour chart. It is above that trend line. Only semblance of good news here is that at least you're kind of holding up the trend line here at 93.42. It just sucks because, well, this is the exact same setup we've had for other trades, and it just didn't work out so far. Got to get above this 100-day. This reversal sucked. I even said it the day we got in, we were up 27%. But as of right now, we're holding up the 20-day moving average. We're green this morning. We'll see what we get. Maybe we just get a rotation out of NASDAQ into these value name, maybe retailers. Obviously, this is an apparel company, Nike. So we'll see what happens with this name. Are you thinking Tesla calls? Yeah, I just went over it. Got to stay above here. If you stay above 187, we got to see how we open. But this has been really much the target, the alert that we've been waiting for to just target the 200 calls, if not the 205s. But right at the rip at the open, just wait. I would just wait on that. SPY and Apple calls. Okay, Apple calls is really juiced, guys. Come on. And look at the daily. This is not good. So if there's a name that I'm possibly looking for an opportunity to short, it's Apple. Come on, guys. The thing is up 14% in 2 days. We know what it is. Yes, not every stock is like NVIDIA. But at the end of the day, we got to be using a little bit of common sense. Let's take a look at the RSI just for the hell of it, right? If we really want to get fun. Yeah, okay. What are we doing here? 78. You want to go long at 78.84 RSI? That's really tough. This is not a good candle. Get me back to 200. And then fine, we can go there. But retest the all-time high and bounce. We've seen this movie before. That's what we're looking for. So no, I would not be Apple SPY calls either. NVIDIA calls. Forget this candle. Look at the RSI 76. We said that. And let's see the hourly. Again, it's higher because of Broadcom. I got an alert below 117.62 for puts. I'm so sorry, but I just can't chase this thing. How high can you go? 150? That's the golden extension. So with this RSI on every single aspect of being what it is, and you got options calls, call options being so expensive, no, I can't chase this. I'm sorry. Let's see. Good morning. Good morning. CVX calls. Lord help me. Yeah, that thing. Yeah, the day I go long on oil is the day that gas prices fall. Of course, we're below the 100-day. I mean, this is going to look like an L. It's just what it is. If you want to close, be my guest, but I'm going to ride till expiration. ARM. I think we talked about this yesterday. Semiconductors. And overbought too. 164 being the high. That's probably the target you're looking for on ARM. But going long here, it looks like it's going to break out. Sure. I just haven't looked at the options market for it. RSI measures overbought and oversold conditions. RSI meaning relative strength indicator, whatever stock you're looking at, relative to the S&P. So if it's higher above the S&P, that means it's showing a lot more relative strength or overbought versus the S&P 500. Now, again, it's not perfect. You can be more overbought forever, but usually that's kind of a sign of unsustainability, at least in the short term. That's all I'm asking. I'm not saying meltdown tomorrow. No. Meta. Let's see it. Yeah, see, Meta's not at all-time highs. At least you got some kind of view of higher. Let's see, 507.56. If you get above 514, yeah, you can go to the 530 calls. Sure. I mean, that is not at all-time highs though. So at least you have some kind of target, like I'm saying. Tesla, again, I'm going to wait for that to open because we don't know. This is just what Elon said. Again, he knows more than me, obviously, but I'm always afraid of that headline saying shareholders did not approve his pay package, then we pull back. Come on. We got to be careful. We got to be careful. Seen it happen many times. AMD is right at the 50-day, and that's bouncing. It's just chop. There's nothing we could do here. Would I want to short this thing? Sure, because I bought calls and I lost on those. So yeah, revenge trade is always makes you feel good in the beginning, but not sustainable either. So AMD, again, I'm watching it. There's a gap to fill here at 153. If we break the lows at 156, that's probably where you're going to go. I can't say I'm going crazy to just want to trade this name after what happened to this trade before. Let's see. Microsoft. I saw someone had Microsoft. Yeah, nearing RSI highs. Yeah, this is the hard part, guys. I mean, bull markets are fun and all, but when you're at all-time highs, what technical analysis can you do? Oh, just higher? Then we're just really throwing darts on a board. How do you know what strike you're going to pick? You don't know because, well, you're at all-time highs. So it can go as high as the imagination. And trust me when I tell you, Wall Street will sell you any options you want. You want to put Microsoft, 500 calls for this week, they will sell it to you. You're probably not going to make much. But yeah, again, here, listen, all-time highs are nice. Absolutely, everyone's portfolio is green. I'm super happy. But this is where it gets difficult. You got to lean at least to the short side short term. Let's get a little bit of a breather. Things are getting overcooked, at least for now. Probably right in time for some Fed speakers to really screw up everybody and get that dollar higher. That's just kind of what we've been seeing lately. But again, like I said, longer term, guys, stocks are going to go up. Let's be real. Now we're just being greedy, trying to catch every little freaking move. And as traders, that's kind of the job. But as of right now, yeah, I think it's kind of hard to, tell clients or tell people buy everything you can buy right now at all-time highs. Doesn't mean it won't work. It's just maybe not the most prudent thing. Just wait for a little bit of a discount, a little bit of a pullback. You're going to get one. The question is when. Did I discuss Palantir yet? No. Palantir right now is green this morning. Need 24.35 to break, and then 25 is your next setup higher. And that's pretty much your target right there. Kind of that channel that we built up here. See if I can, I know so many lines on my screen. My apologies. But yeah, you could see it. Still looking for about 25. There was one more. Take a look at Shopify. That thing has been on fire lately. I still need 66.52. It's at $66. If that breaks, you could target 68 all the way to 70. So that's one that, again, I've been watching as well. And CELH, that's a question everyone's been asking about that energy drink. I read that their earnings have been actually coming down, earnings revenue. So double top-ish, not good. Maybe target 50 here. And if you're someone that wants to buy that stock, that's a pretty darn good price. But when you're below the 200-day, not a good look, to be quite honest. And you're below the 50-week, yeah, I would actually be short CLH. If you need the money, maybe take it for now because double top doesn't look good, at least right now. Again, I don't know much about this energy company. Can Tesla hit 200 today? If the vote for Elon's pay package is confirmed, meaning like there's a press release from Tesla saying, yes, we approved it, the shareholders approved it, yes. But again, just because Elon says something doesn't make it true. Again, let's get some official word. Let's, the saying goes, trust, but verify or measure twice, cut once. Again, we don't need to run out and get Tesla today. We don't need to run out and do anything right now. I know everyone's going to get FOMO and do whatever they want anyways, but I'd rather get a little bit of confirmation just for the fact that I didn't even get a chance to trade it because my alert is breaking pre-market. I hate options sometimes. This is where futures gets a little better. You have a lot more control. Let's see, IWM. IWM on the 4-hour chart, just chop, not much here. Got some downside possibilities at 193.98. See the daily. Yeah, there's nothing here. One way or another, there's really not much you can do unless you're really scalping it. But I would skip IWM for now. There we are. All right, guys, you're all updated now. Have a great rest of your morning. I will see you guys on the live market blog on the Discord. Cheers all.